Level 234 is the 235th level of the backrooms. Level 234 is known to be a pretty safe level. However, there are some reports that indicate that Skinsteaders may be present in this level. Level 234 resembles a normal Brazilian city. Due to the nature of the level, a lot of explorers stay here to live and create colonies. Compared to other levels, 234 is pretty unique, since some elements of this level are based on real life, specifically the culture of the different regions of Brazil. This level is also one of the most populated in the backrooms, also being one of the biggest non-infinite levels. Backstory: that was weird. I was already very lost on level 233. Why did I no clip to a forest? Why was it so big? Anyway, at least that tribe and the dodos aren't following me anymore. I hope the dodos aren't here. Tribe Boguarani was cool too. I'm happy that they're here too. Now talking about this level, this looks a lot like my hometown. I even found my front room's house here. Wow. This reminds me a lot of my childhood. I even found some of my friends that I met early on my journey in the backrooms. This seems like a very nice place to live. I'll probably stay here and explore a bit more. I haven't seen an entity yet, and I hope I don't see one. I'll update if something happens. Peace. Explorer reported his experience in an anonymous forum, now living in Santa Cecília das Recas. Translated from Portuguese. Survival difficulty class 2 and level 234, now CC by SA friendly. JPG: some old houses in level 234. Credits to Roger 4336. Anti-class are levels that are safe for exploration, has minimal entity number and can or not have anomalous properties, however those pose no significant harm. Levels with this class can also be abundant in resources or even of a very low entity number, or anything that would make this level safe for exploration. Safe, secure, low entity count. Level 234 map JPG representation of the level 234 territory. Purple is Caraguaçu, red is Santa Cecília das Recas, yellow is Pico da Baiuca, and green is Porto das Milagres. Description: as said before, level 234 is known to be similar to a normal Brazilian city from the late 2000s or early 2010s. This timestamp is confirmed since explorers reported a lot of cigarette on abandoned stores, a famous popsicle in Brazil at that time, but still present in this level. Surprisingly, most of the food encountered in this level is safe to eat. However, be careful with the cassava leaves. It contains high levels of hydrogen cyanide, and you can die of food poisoning in less than 2 hours. Level 234 Church JPG Level 234 Church. It seems to be constructed around 1890. You can also find a lot of bottles of coconut water, almond water, orange juice and passion fruit juice. However, it is recommended to drink only the 2 first ones. The 2 last ones, due to their sweetness, may give you more thirst in the future. There are a lot of favelas present in this level too, although most of the houses there are abandoned, and you can find some resources inside of them. There is also a church on top of a mountain. To go there, you can go by the stairs that have 382 steps, or you can go by the 3 sets of the funicularies. The basilica is pretty big, but no one lives there. People occasionally go there to keep contact with their religion, respecting others. There is also a stadium present in this level. It is very similar to Maracana, but it is partially abandoned. Some people lived there in the past, when the structure wasn't so bad. The grass is yellow, the seats are broken and the structure is damaged. The houses present in level 234 are similar. There are a lot of religious images inside, and the floors outside the houses are made of red, orange and yellow tiles. Inside, it is very cozy. If it is owned by an old person, you can see a lot of crochet present in the furniture. Other view of level 234 JPG aerial view of level 234. That bridge in the distance connects the 2 parts of the level. Eventually, you can find a lot of stores, bars, gyms, courts, restaurants, etc. It appears that some people in this level in the past played a lot of sports to maintain their sanity on healthy levels, since there are a lot of courts built recently. We don't know how they got basketballs or footballs to play, but they are present on some places in this level. The gyms are abandoned, and it seems that no one enters them at all. The bars are quite patronized, always being sponsored by Brahma, Antarctica or Skol. However, they are the most active place through the level, and they are open most of the times. This may be due to the fact that this level has a strange connection to the real world. There is also an iconic public pool that somewhat simulated a beach, even if there is a beach only 10 kilometers distant from there. However, it is not recommended to enter that pool, since it's very polluted. On certain areas of this level, there is a beautiful demonstration of flora and fauna, with diverse plants and general and local animals. Some inhabitants theorize that some entities that have appeared on this level originate around the forests. In this level, although it's highly urbanized and developed, they don't have a monetary system like the countries in the front rooms does. Instead, they all help each other with no money involved. One factor that helps is that they don't have a central government, but certainly this wouldn't work in the real world. In level 234, some fast food restaurants are present in the urban areas, such as Arby's, Burger King, McDonald's and KFC. They were founded by the population of the level, inspired in level 375. Weirdly enough, no strange incidents were reported on the modern days at level 234 yet. In this level, you can find a pretty big public library in Santa Cecilia das Recas that everyone can contribute with. There are a lot of journals, diaries and logs of the first people that went to the backrooms, books written on different levels and encyclopedias describing each accessible level in detail. It is a very good place to go if you want to explore more levels and develop knowledge while living there. This level has a moderate to good Wi-Fi connection depending on where you want to access the internet. The name of the streets generally are based of a remarkable person that have you the backrooms, not limited to level 234, an entity or an element of the front rooms, such as natural monuments and buildings. Some inhabitants to this level reported actual similarities with real-life cities in Brazil, such as Rio de Janeiro, more specifically the North Region, Mecca, São João de Meriti, Uberaba, Neapolis, Camaçari and Valença. The list goes on, but these are the most notable ones. There are a lot of houses that are available to live in, but if you can't find them, be sure to have the sleeping bag just for your own comfort and safety. Also, keep a weapon with you, because there may be a lot of thieves in this level due to the system of the society already built there. This level also happens to have a lot of supply rooms. The colonies on this level can guide you to there, and some of them are located next to them. Don't forget to boil the almond water, since every bottle found in this level is raw. The most common weapon present in this level are knives. You can rarely find PB pistols and katanas. However, the Red Faction has access to other weapons, such as M1911, FAL, AK-47, etc. It is unknown if there are marketable plushes there, but it is highly unlikely. There are no signs of availability of cashew water on this level, nor tiger steak or smile or exterminator cans. You're only able to get these items by importing them from another level. Below, there are listed the 4 divisions and the subdivisions of this level. Caraguaçu is the biggest division on this level. It's also the only territory that isn't located in the coast. It resides around 30% of the inhabitants of this level. There are a lot of shopping centers, restaurants, police stations, hospitals, etc. It also resides most of the macro and micro colonies on this level. It resides the colonies of the big family and tribe Guarani. The events of the Let Masks and the haunted museums also happens there. People tend to live here rather than the other regions because most of the entrance is led here. It has most of the population and it is the most evolutive area. Caraguaçu flag PNG Caraguaçu flag. Made by a Gamina, Favela do Salsan slum, roughly translated to English, is a region located in Caraguaçu composed of weak-built houses. Most of the people living there sadly couldn't live in better places in level 234 due to overpopulation. People often die there because of the lack of the sanitation services, and some clothed Skinsteaders live there, isolating from the rest of the population. Betaville is a gated community present in Caraguaçu, characterized by modern buildings. The so-called upper middle class lives here, although there isn't a monetary system present in level 234. The inhabitants of this region are really prejudiced against people that don't live there. For that reason, they are one of the most hated groups in this level. Santa Cecilia das Recas is one of the 3 territories located in the coast. Part of the territory is located on an island. You can go there by a massive bridge constructed by the inhabitants of level 234. It resides 15% of the people that live there. Although it isn't as civilized as Caraguaçu, the society there is way more peaceful, as there are less people to control. The Republic of level 153 is located there. All of the Black Apollo history happened there. Santa Cecilia das Recas flag PNG Santa Cecilia das Recas flag. Made by a Gamina. Saramandaia is one of the beaches present in Santa Cecilia das Recas. A long time ago, residents of level 234 used this beach to dispose the traps that they generated. As the time passed by, animals and plants didn't survive living there, and Saramandaia turned improper for fishing and swimming. Inhabitants of Santa Cecilia even tried to clean the water with the support of big organizations, but unfortunately, it didn't work. Now, the beach is protected, and only authorized personnel can step there. Puerto des Milagros isn't really populated, but it is also located in the coast, just like Santa Cecilia das Recas. It is used more as a place to travel to and return after. People also go fishing there to have something to eat. One of the most famous locations in the upper levels of the backrooms. Some colonies that are there, hiding themselves from the rest of the level of the Red Faction and the Faith Cult. The Barbatna Asylum was built there too. It is one of the regions that you can encounter normal animals present in the front rooms, mostly types of fish and crustaceans. Puerto des Milagros PNG Puerto des Milagros flag. Made by a Gomina. Big Beach is the most popular beach present in Puerto des Milagros. There, the water is more peaceful than the rest of the territory, so people come to relax and swim instead of fishing. Some other residents loved so much the beach that they constructed kiosks and houses on the edge of the beach. Bico.Bauca is the second biggest territory in this level. It resides about 25% of the people that live there, and it is located next to Santa Cecilia das Recas. Part of the level is located on the urban area, and the other part is coastal. People that live a very healthy lifestyle, and are generally very friendly. It also resides the colonies of Cayova Group and the Good Ones. The rock that the Smiler's head is carved is there too. It is also that territory that happened the organ stealer incident. Bico.Bauca PNG Bico.Bauca flag. Made by a Gomina. Osabranca is the urban part of Bico.Bauca. From the total population of the territory, approximately 70% live here. It isn't as developed as Bedeville, but it's still a great place to live. The population is very welcoming, with this subdivision being elected as the most peaceful part of level 234, research done by the backroom colonists. Garana is the coastal part of Bico.Bauca. It resides the other 30% of this territory. Although the subdivision is peaceful now, it had some violent incidents in the past, with the militia and immigrants. People also go there to relax and explore, with some parts being safe for swimming and fishing past events level 234-2, also CC by SA friendly. JPG representation of level 234 museums. Credits to Jonas D. Carvalho. In this level, you can visit a lot of museums that are based on different themes. As they are based on the normal world, a lot of them were palaces to the monarchs that live here, and other furnitures and curiosities are exhibited to the people that stay on this level. However, a lot of explorers related hearing strange noises while walking around at museums. Sounds of someone walking with chains attached to them, glass and ceramic objects breaking, whispers and conversations in the distance. Some others even related loud screams, as if someone was being tortured. We have information that there are unknown entities that reside inside the palaces, and the ones that misbehave while observing will be haunted while in this level. This can be observed by the notes on the floor, indicating that some people had their sanity highly affected, to the point that even some goodbye letters were seen. It was declared that, some time ago, a man used to rob other explorers of level 234 on a black Impala, a car that no one knew how it was working. He used to stay around a tunnel that connected two of the biggest locations of the level. One day, one of my, now distant, friends was almost robbed. He related, I was walking on that tunnel, and I saw that guy with the Impala. He was coming from the main part here. I started running to the opposite direction, because he would need to go reverse to rob me. When he went to my direction, he tried to hit me with a car, but he missed me and instead hit the wall. I'm 100% certain that he died that moment. No one heard about him after this. However, less than a month ago, some people recognized that same Impala on the street running, but no one was driving it. It appears to have a human-like behavior. The car horn also works. That car appears to go after people that was robbed by the guy while he was alive. 7 months ago, 2 people, 1 man and 1 woman, were found together with the letter that they wrote in lead masks. They had already passed away, and their bodies were already starting to decompose. They were known to be very friendly according to the people who interacted with them, and they were discovered by a young man that was trying to find Allen water. When he was reading the letter, what was written surprised him. 1630 in the determined place, 1830 in just pill, after effect, protect metals and wave mask signal. The end. The meaning is very vague, so he was confused by it. They also were carrying medium quantities of lead with them, and they had some injuries in the head. The most strange was, some people that were close to them witnessed Smilers wandering around houses near them in the exact time of their death. There were no reports of Smilers before or after that incident according to the inhabitants of the level, and the meaning of it remains a mystery. Once upon a time in level 234, there was a certain man who lived in Backrooms that wasn't trusted by the population of the level. He didn't have any appearance traits that made him intimidating, but his personality was hard to deal, to say the least. He had anger issues, alongside with intermittent explosive disorder, IED, and he just didn't want to treat it. People already suspected that he did some morally wrong things around Backrooms, but they didn't want to accuse him. In a very dark night, the man was walking around the streets to find his first victim. He found a woman in her 30s, walking back to her home. He offered a bottle of almond water laced with roofie, a highly sedative and hypnotic pill. Unfortunately, she drank it and quickly passed out. He took her to his son, put her on his table and extracted her liver. No one knows why he did that, because there is no type of black market at level 234. She woke up in a bathtub full of ice, with a big cut on her back. She died due to an infection, and sometime after, her friends realized that she was missing. They first suspected that man. They went to his home to interrogate him, entered his home without his permission and saw the body. The man went insane and started running on the streets, trying to find a random group of facelings for him to end himself. The group of friends started running after him. After 25 minutes of chasing, the man saw a group of isolated facelings. He grasped the faceling shirt, yes, facelings in this level are clothed, and they are peaceful when clothed, and ripped it. The entity also got mad and started to attack the man. According to the friends, the group of facelings started to eat him head to toe, and he unalived himself as he planned to do. Not 100% confirmed, some rumors said that not too long ago, death moths inhabited level 234 alongside with humans, but due to the fast urbanization of the level, they couldn't build hives, and the proportion male/female of the entity disrupted a mass extinction of them, and you still can find traces of them in the places with more nature, according to natives. Luckily, it seems that the moths haven't came back, and it's unlikely that they'll make a return. Some residents to this level saw that, on a plateau, it looks like someone or something carved a face on it. The weirdest part is that the smiler's face is around 20 meters from the start of his smile to the end. No one knows who or what carved it, and no one could make a plausible explanation. Some explorers observed that they had nausea, vomits, headaches and even internal bleedings in extreme cases while near the face. The origin of this monument is unknown, and it may remain a mystery forever. Once known as the Crazy City, this asylum is no longer working, but there were people there about 20 years ago. They were abused, and there were no rules or human rights to protect them. A big part of the population were against them, but they couldn't do anything to stop it. A lot of them couldn't live there, and nowadays, there are reports of figures wandering around it, loud screams and sounds of doors closing. It is known as one of the worst places in the backrooms, not caused by entities. Until this day, it is not recommended to enter this place, since there are articles that indicate that some unknown, needs better documentation, entities still inhabit the place. Colonies and outposts. There are a lot of colonies in this level. The main reason is because it has a similar identity to the normal world, so many explorers like the backrooms stay and live here. These below are the most known of them. The big family/a grand familia. There are 7 main immigrants. It had 12 before, but they somehow exited this level. They speak Brazilian Portuguese, Tupi-Guarani, and some of them speak English. As said, the 7 are a family. There are 2 children, 3 adults and 2 old people. Very friendly, you can live with them, just contribute with the house. Open for trading, they have some unique items to trade. Kayova group 15 people, they live in 3 separate houses, the 3 houses are near each other. They speak Brazilian Portuguese, their local dialect, and some of them speak Spanish and/or English. They were originally a tribe, but adapted to urban lifestyle. Other 10 are allies, however they live more distant to them. Not so friendly as the previous colony, but they receive strangers well too. Not open for trading, but you can live with them for 6 months maximum. Faith culture undated grins excluding Jerry, they all live together. It is unknown what languages they speak. They don't have allies, on account of their hostile nature. Extremely aggressive, don't try to make contact with them. If you try to trade with them, they will hunt you and you will be used for their sacrifice, if you don't run away. Tribe Guarani translated to English, Guarani tribe, currently at 25 members. Also present in level 233. They speak Brazilian Portuguese and Tupi-Guarani, the original language of the level. Very friendly, they have bladed weapons and natural food to trade. They are very receptive, love making music, praise nature a lot, and appreciate others joining them. If you make something that breaks their morals, they will be hostile, with a reason. The Red Faction, unknown how many members there are, the closest number is 40. only present in this level, according to reports. They only speak Brazilian Portuguese. Very aggressive, they carry a lot of weapons, and they don't accept anyone that's not from their faction. They won't trade with you, no matter what you offer. It is unknown what their intention is on this level. If you act strange near their territory, they will kill you. Republic of level 153, pretty experienced, have already explored the backrooms and created colonies on a lot of levels to help explorers. Supplies people with supplies, such as food and water. Imports food from another rooms to help other ones. They have around 25 members only in this level, but are present on other ones. They have existed for a long time, one of the most well-known colonies around the backrooms. Also, they try to eradicate every hostile entity. As outposts on level 0, level 0.00, level 1, level 2, level 4, level 147, level 305, level 1203, level 1205 and level 3496. It also has a security force in the snack rooms to ensure that they have a trade advantage. The good ones, no one knows where they are now. The last time someone heard about them was 2 years ago. Last time, it had 8 members. It was slowly declining, since 5 years ago it had 45 members. They had a stock of food, almond water, coconut water and some weapons, but people looted quickly. Some rumors say that the death myths were the cause of their end some time ago. Growing builders, their goal on this level is to construct houses and buildings for new explorers to live in, including them. It has around 183 members, according to the old members. The number of immigrants tends to go up, as people are willing to help each other. People of level 234 donate food, water and other supplies to help them. They'll always accept new immigrants to help them. Best Buy one click, hundreds of deals sponsored by Best Buy. Shop the latest deals. Best Buy has to offer. See more entities. There are some entities present in level 234, including some exclusives to this level. Here are them. Skinsteaders. Although Skinsteaders are known to be only on level 1 and 2, on this level, there is a group of Pacific Skinsteaders, as their clothes won't attack humans. Due to the stereotypes, no one tried to get near them, but there is no report of a violent action of them. Jerry. The only specimen of Jerry present in this level is with a faith cult. We don't know its behavior, since the cult isn't open to contact with humans. Be careful, because this level is also native to normal parrots, not to be confused with Jerry. A good guide to help habitants is that Jerry always has his head tilted to the right if you see him from the front, while the normal parrots normally have their head straight. Dojo resembles a mid-aged woman, and has been confirmed to not have many hostile intentions. Always appears on bars on level 234 hosted by wanderers, and chats with them about their life problems and other stuff, then she just disappears out of thin air. Needs better documentation. Susie. He is the counterpart to Donajo. A mid-aged man, very friendly most of the times. Also always appears on bars on level 234, but appears more frequently. Chats with everyone, no matter the age, about the same topic as Joe. Most of the times he appears drunk, make present episodes of aggressiveness and are available to help anyone in need. Also needs better documentation. Entering level 234. If you walk away from the rainforest on level 233, you will eventually find a city that turns out to be level 234. If you type in Iguazu in computer inside a mansion on level 588, you will also know click to here on a random house. If you are in any level that contains some type of door, elevator, trapdoor, etc., that can teleport you to another level, you have a slight chance to end up here too. If you live in Brazil, you can enter here directly by quantum tunneling. However, this method is almost impossible to happen. If you find an elevator on level 0, level 1 or level 2, you have better chances of entering this level. If you enter one of the unlocked doors, very rare to happen, on level 54, you may end up here too. The clipping through the houses on level 9 has a 1.5% chance of leading you here instead of level 75,423. In level 9,997, if you find a locked floating door and you brute force it open, you may enter this level. Exiting level 234, try to run away from the city. Eventually, you will find a beautiful beach. However, you have just entered level 100. Good luck. If you start to see a lot of big buildings, hospitals, hotels, office buildings and etc., you have just break the barrier between level 234 and level 11, but be conscious that you will have to walk a lot to exit this level. One of our allies told us that he thinks that he walked about 250 kilometers daily to reach level 11. Also, if you find a forest instead of a city while walking away from level 234, you will end up on level 1045. This one is slightly specific, but here are the instructions. Near the Carriova Group residences, you will find 2 courts. One is mostly green and the other one is blue details. Go on the second one. Once there, you will find a basketball near the post. Pick it up. To make it work, you need to do a half-court shot. It doesn't matter the times you don't make it. Once you make it, you will be teleported to level 11. You will find yourself in one of the basketball fields all over it. You can also randomly clip directly to Brazil, but it is very difficult. If you find a candy market or a convenience store selling abnormal quantities of food, you have a chance to be teleported to level 6.1 the snack rooms. If you enter a school that looks like schools from the United States, you will go to level 557, although it isn't recommended due to it being considerably dangerous. These are the only exits as of now, or at least, the only confirmed ones.